Thank you for staying with us. It's time now to take a look at stories making headlines on the front page of Nigerian newspapers. And I begin with the Nation newspaper. And some of the stories here. Shettima Akpabio Wike hardship over soon. Shettima Akpabio Wike hardship over soon. They're responding to the economic situation in the country. Now, another story here. Petrol tanker owners suspend product loading. They say they will embark on strike beginning today. Some of the stories you find on the pages of the Nation newspaper. We'll move now to the front page of the Blueprint. And the major story here, bandits kill 12, burn 17 houses in Kaduna community. Kidnap 9 women in Zamfara. Plateau APC spokesman killed. Governor Sani saddened by renewed attacks. Lagbaja charges troops on diligence, commitment. Those are some, well, another story here now. Focus on your mandate, don't distract Tinubu. Federal government tells PDP governors they are a band of doomsday vocalists. APC is responding. Sachet of pure water costs 50 naira in Enugu. AFDB report puts Africa's GDP at 3.8% in 2024. Now, Lassa fever claims 10 in Ebonyi. Illegal mining, EFCC arrests 2 Chinese, 1 other in Ilorin. The story you find on the downstrip here. And to the top strip corner of the paper, direct entry, JAP, MEBA, ABU, UNN, IMT, others from 2024 admission. And we see another story here. Tuchuku debut goal lives Sporting Lagos at Kwara. Remo Stars speak waypoints. Some of the stories you find on the front page of the Blueprint. To the Leadership newspaper now. The major story here, Edo Governorship primary, how presidency arm-twisted APC leadership, others. Confusion trails Idahosa, Okwebolu, Dekeri's emergence as candidates. 3 candidates emerged. And then another story by the corner here. Federal government dismisses PDP governor's call for Tinubu's resignation on theft. Police invite 3 Indians over arrested vessel. Again, bandits kill 12, raise 17 houses in Kaduna. Now, fuel scarcity looms as tanker owners withdraw vehicles today. Some of the stories you find on the front page of the Leadership newspaper. We'll move now to the front page of the Nigerian News Direct. Edo 2024, confusion tears APC apart as 3 aspirants lay claim to governorship ticket. Local government area returning officers' announcement of Dekeri APC candidates leads to heated controversy. Hoodlums attack News Direct correspondents, steal phone equipment, have emerged victorious in this election, Idahosa claims. And another story here, account for missing $2.04 billion, 164 billion naira oil revenue in 7 days. Serap is telling NNPC Limited. Another top corner, Lagos to commence full enforcement of styrofoam ban today. Bandits kill 9 persons, abduct 35 others in Kaduna. AFDB, as the Africa Development Bank, warns inflation could lead to protests, violence in Nigeria. FG Islam's PDP governor's call for Tinubu's resignation as distraction from economic relief effort. Some stories you find on the front page of the Nigerian News Direct. To the Punch newspaper now. And the major story is focusing on the cost of living protests. Police warns against violence as Labour gives fresh conditions. Avoid violence, police warn Labour. AFDB says hardship may lead to social unrest in Nigeria. Others, especially countries where fuel subsidy was removed. Naira weakens its bank's dollar sales plunge by $252 million. Federal government marketers meet today. Tanker drivers insist on strike. Nigeria-Brazil plan new MOU as trade drops by $8 billion. 15 trucks of smuggled food intercepted in Sokoto Customs, saying Navy seeks speedy trial of oil thieves. Some stories you find on the front page of the Punch newspaper. To the Vanguard newspaper now, so talking about hardship and how it's paralyzing lives nationwide. Catholic Bishop and the Christian Association of Nigerians are commenting on that, and they say Nigeria in her worst of times with insecurity, economy graft, at hunger causing serious humanitarian crisis. Federal government working to resolve economic challenges, others, the SGF is saying. Now, power grid drops to 3,530 megawatts as rationing persists nationwide. 12 die as bandits set fire on 17 houses in Kaduna village. And at the down corner here, food crisis face governors, federal government, APC, PDP governors, presidency at war over federal government's forex policy. And at the top corner, a rising cost of living may lead to social unrest in Nigeria. Others, AFDB is saying naira depreciation, inflation, eroding value of insured assets. Some stories you find on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. To the Inquirer, the Abuja Inquirer. The major story here, tough times, federal government, governors tell Nigerians to pray, fast. Problems inherited, SGF is saying. AFDB warns of social unrest. And at the top corner, Residents Tackle Minister AEPB over unclean Abuja. No Nigerian varsity charges fees in dollars. NUC is saying salt substitutes help to maintain healthy blood pressure in older adults. And some of the stories you find on the front page of the Inquirer. And to the front page of the Daily Trust. Rising cooking gas price, Nigerians resort to charcoal firewood, 12.5 kg nears 18,000 naira. Environmental hazard looms, experts are saying federal government mom on failed promise to crash price. Now, another story here, hardship particular Catholic bishops flee Tinubu's policies. Forex scarcity shrinks domestic airlines fleet by over 50%. Some stories you find on the front page of the Daily Trust. To the New Telegraph, Tinubu's reform agenda turning millions to beggars. Catholic bishops are saying this. As Atiku says, president lacks ideas to fix economy. Hardship can lead to social unrest in Nigeria, Ethiopia, Angola, Kenya. AFDB will overcome current challenges. Federal government tells PDP governors. President won't resign, minister says. And another story here. Federal government not sure of crime to charge Emefiele with, says Akpabio. That's interesting. Now, fuel scarcity looms as tanker drivers withdraw services today. Some stories you find on the front page of the New Telegraph. Ibraheem.
Salient Times is the first with me. Rising cost of living may lead to social unrest in Nigeria. Others, as according to Africa Development Bank, kidnappers used snakes to terrorize us. Victims narrate ordeal in captivity. Tinubu, Brazil's Lula da Silva seeks stronger ties, direct flights. Hardship, federal government's reform agenda, worsening situation. Catholic bishops. Gunmen assassinate Plateau APC spokesperson, Namang. Federal government doesn't even know what to charge Emefiele with. Akpabio. Pray without ceasing. Hardship insecurity for short period, Akume tells Nigerians. Economic hardship, Atiku disagrees with Tinubu prefers solution. Edo Guba, APC crisis deepens as third candidate emerges. Woman, her boyfriend, sentenced to life imprisonment for brutal murder of a husband. Unizik female student allegedly baths colleague with hot water over hostel cleaning. Next is this Nigeria. Tinubu needs time to fix economy, say Akpabio. Wike, Real estate developers seek federal government's intervention as cement price surges to 15,000 naira per 50 kg. Give us this day our daily bread. Bakers consumers lament high cost. Price of average loaf hit 1,200 naira. Will shut down production soon due to rising rate of bakery inputs. Bakers Union. Crisis in Edo APC as Idahosa Okpebolo emerge Guba candidate. Withheld 4-month salary. NAT condemns federal government's selective payment. Port police parade 5 suspects for diverting 1,238 bags of weed belonging to UN agency. Tinubu needs time to fix economy, say Akpabio. Wiki. Now the Guardian newspaper is next. Unstable FX rate and inflation. More pain for households, firms as price gouging unsettles economy. Naira crisis to double prices of meter as manufacturers seek liberalization. Security agents intercept trucks of smuggled, diverted food items at borders. Catholic bishops fought Tinubu's reforms as CBN preaches hope. Tinubu violated oath of office by appointing son-in-law, says Suriwa, and expedite actions against insecurity. Inflation reps tell Tinubu certificate racketeering as an albatross for education sector. That's about it for the Guardian newspaper. Next is the First News newspaper. Forex volatility. Atiku presidency trade words. Tinubu's forex policy lacks proper plans, says Atiku. We got it all wrong again. Presidency replies ex-VP. Insecurity, hardship will soon be over. Tinubu assures as minister tells PDP governors president won't resign. Senate vows to protect Nigerians against further increase in fuel price, electricity tariff. Federal government confused about crime to charge Emefiele with. That's according to Akpabio. Bandits burned 12 villagers, 17 houses in Kaduna community. AFCON, Nigeria cleared as CAF sanctions Ivory Coast, Mali, Senegal. And on the air of the newspaper, hardship, federal government's reform agenda, aggravating situation, Catholic bishops, and fuel scarcity looms as tanker drivers withdraw services today. Next is Daily Independent. Forex crisis shrinks. Nigerian Airlines aircraft to 44 from 107. Now 63 commercial airplanes grounded. Industry bleeding. Federal government helpless. That's according to the stakeholders. Escalating price of cement, infrastructural development under threat. Redden cries out. Urges federal government stakeholders to do something urgently. Despite CBN push, Naira falls to all-time low. Trades 1,700 Naira to the dollar and 1,537 to the dollar at parallel official windows. Analysts say FX crisis requires fiscal slides major efforts. Federal government chides PDP, governors overcall for resignation of Tinubu. You see that on page 7. Military warns against incursion at Lagos Airport airside. Why we upheld jail term, 20 million naira fine against ex-BPE boss Oko. That's according to the Supreme Court. Sarah gives NNPCL 7 days to account for missing $2.04 billion, 164 billion naira oil revenues. Next is the West newspaper. Styrofoam ban. Lagos begins full enforcement today. Dapo Abiodun emerges the Sun newspaper Governor of the Year. Lagos restates plan to relocate Computer Village to Katangwa, Abuliegba. And then federal government counters opposition governors' criticisms, defends Tinubu's performance. Yoruba and the law for Pepe, any health risks, you can read that up. And then upgrade Amotekun to state police. Security experts advise Southwest governors. Excuse me. Now, we are launching Committee for Food Security this week. That's according to Adeleke. That's about it for the West newspaper. Platform Times is next. Special report. Ondo AG spends 3.3 billion naira on car loan in 3 years. That's according to investigation. Above the masthead, Labour Party in turmoil. National Treasurer takes party leadership to court, demands EFCC probe. One suspect arrested as FUNAB clears air over 700 missing cattle. Vice-Chancellor threatens students with mass failure, warning over stolen phone. NDLEA nabs female lawyer, boyfriend, family members in major drug bust. NAFDAC, PCN direct pharmaceutical distributors to halt supply to Kano market. Osun APC government clash over missing 1,250 bags of presidential Christmas rice. Interesting stuff. Nature News is next. Nigerian celebrities move to save pangolins from extinction. Food inflation caused by greed and exploitation. Governor Bago. Customs seize 15 trucks loaded with food items. Fact check, can old milk be used to extract gold? You can read that up on the front page of the Nature News newspaper. Next is Business Day. Petrol subsidy nears 1 trillion naira monthly, surpasses pre-Tinubu levels. Naira loses 69% of its value against dollar since FX reforms. Investors eye higher interest rates as Nigeria sells record 2.5 trillion naira bonds. And then part tariff at serviced estates spikes on rising diesel costs. That's about it for the Business Day. And last but not least is the national economy. Experts suggest options to hedge against inflation. BOA Foods commit to sustainable growth, market leadership. Why you cannot escape from cybercrime and the role of AI. And $17.5 million investments, broadband penetration, stores amid infraco hurdles. That's about it for the newspapers up for review this morning.
Right. A lot of interesting stories there that you might want to look through. But we need to quickly move on now. Coming up on TVC, back